Good evening, Roehampton Club. This is Susanne with another 45-minute Pilates class. You're going to need a stretch band, you're going to need a block, and you're not going to need a ball today. Now, if you haven't got a ball, then just use something soft that you can squeeze. During lockdown, we even used just loo roll because that can be squeezed as well. So anything that you can find that is soft, please. Anything that's soft. All right, then let's stand up, please. Obviously, the ones that are here in my live session, I have screened these people and I know that they're well and healthy. But if you're doing this on record, you're going to have to make sure that you are taking responsibility for your own body. So if there's anything not quite right and you think we're making it worse, then obviously you have to stop, do something else, okay? Don't do anything that a physio has told you not to do, or a doctor as well. So be careful, please. Right, stand on both of your feet. Feet are parallel, and then just take your hands and place them onto your hips. On the exhale, I'd like you to pull your pelvic floor up and pull the tummy in. Let's do that. So inhale to prepare, and exhale to pull the pelvic floor up and draw the belly button in. Do that again, relax, and exhale, pull it in and up. With the next exhale, you're going to give me a tail tuck, so take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, you tuck your tail between your legs, as well as pulling up the pelvic floor and lifting the tummy inwards. And again, exhale to tilt. Inhale to release. Exhale to tilt. Inhale to release. And it should feel like you're tying a nice belt around your waist. So you should feel that tightening. Good. We're going to do 2 more. Breathe out. Breathe in. Last one. Breathe out. And breathe in. Fantastic. Drop your arms to your side. Widen your feet. We're going to start with a really big shoulder roll backwards. Nice big shoulder roll. Inhale through the nose and out through pursed lips. Good. And then lift those arms up and let them swing back and lift them back up. Just a really free swing, making sure that we are keeping our upper body nice and upright. Breathe out as you're allowing them to drop, and breathe in to lift. So I'm after mobility. I'm after warming up your shoulder joints. We're going to add a second movement. We're going to bring the arms up. We're going to circle them to your side and lift them back up. We're going to swing them back. Make sure the core is engaged. We're going to bring them out to the side and bring them back up. Breathe out, swing them back, lift them up, bring them out to the side and lift them back up. You've got one more. Swing them back, lift them up and bring them to your side. Fantastic. Grab the ball. Ball or cushion. For this, you can even use your block. Place your ball in front of you and then start a big rotation through your torso. Allow the hips to move as well. From the side, it looks like this. So you're looking to the back and you're circling through the shoulder and your torso. The belly button is pulled in, the pelvic floor is gently lifted, the tail is gently tucked between your legs. So keep it going. Last one. Good. Now change the direction. Go the other way. Breathe out as you lift. Breathe out as you lift. Make sure the torso is moving. So the upper body is moving from side to side. You're looking to the back as you're doing this. Look to the back, please. Some of you are still looking forward. See if you can look to the back. Yeah, that's better. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Fantastic. And now bring the ball between your thighs. Feet are about hip width apart. It's a gentle engagement into the ball or your cushion. And then take that down into a squat and come up. If you find that if you're using a cushion and you find this is uncomfortable, then just do it without. If you've got a ball, you should be all right with this. Take it down and back up. Good, listen, we're now going to go down. We're going to hold it. You're going to lift both of your heels up. Bring both of your heels down and come back to the top. We're going again. Sit down. Lift both of your heels up. bring them down and come back up. Make sure you don't hold your breath. Take it down, lift those heels up, bring the heels down and come back up as upright as you can. Take it down, heels up, heels down and back up. 2 more times. Take it down, heels up, heels down, back to the top. Last one, take it down, heels up, heels down and relax. Fantastic. Take the ball, place it onto the floor. Good. We're going to go into a side stretch. So you're going to breathe out as you find side flexion. If you're feeling that you're a little bit tight in that chest, then just do it gently, please. You've got 4 more, and 3, and 2, and last one. Good. Listen, you need a little bit of space sideways. So what we're going to start off with is we're going to step, tap, step, tap. So it's just a rhythm that you're doing through your legs. We're going to add the arms to this. We're just going to swing those arms freely from side to side. Breathe out and breathe out. Keep going with this. So we're going to do this for quite some time. And I'll take anything that looks remotely like it, okay? So what we're going to do, we're going to go 1, 2, all the way around and up. And then again, 1, 2, all the way around and up. And keep going. 1, 2, all the way around and up. Keep going. As long as it looks something like this, I'm happy. Keep swinging. Make sure the core is gently engaged. Swing, swing, all the way around and up. And loosen those arms, loosen those shoulders. Good. You've got 2 more rounds, all the way around and up. You've got 1 more. 1, 2, all the way around and up. And relax. Well done. Good job. So if you were a little bit sleepy, hopefully that has sorted it out for you. Let's go down onto the floor. Go ahead and kneel onto the mat and start with your cat-cow. Now the ones that are doing this live, should the recording cut out, not the recording, the stream cut out, and I freeze on your screen, then just carry on doing what you're doing. And hopefully it will unfreeze sooner rather than later. Keep going. So cat-cow, where we're looking for mobility in our spine. We're looking for control. Good, listen, we're going to do the Superman with the ball next. So if you find that you're too wobbly with the ball and you feel unsafe, then just loose the ball. So what we're going to do now, we're going to hold it in neutral, we're going to grab the ball, and we're going to place the ball or our cushion underneath our foot. Good. Make sure that your toes don't touch the floor. So you might need to fold your cushion in half, so the foot does not touch the floor. We're now going to make sure that we're deeply engaged into the core. And now the leg that isn't on the ball is going to lengthen back. And then you're going to exhale to lift. Inhale down and make sure that you're not wobbly. So level 1, no ball, no cushion. Level 2, with the ball. And level 3, hold the big toe on the floor. Opposite arm comes up, hold it there, and then lift up and down with that arm lifted. Make sure your core is deeply engaged. Your hips don't drop, your shoulders don't drop, the back of your head is lifted. The shoulders are pulling back and down. Arm stays put, either on the floor or lifted. You've got 4 more. 3, 2, you've got 1 more. And 1. Wonderful. Bring the leg down, bring the arm down. Take the ball away for a moment. Open up your knees. and sit back into your child's pose, stretching out your thighs and your lower back. Resting the wrists. Good job. Come up onto your knees and shake out your hands for a moment. Give your shoulders a quick roll. Let's do the other side. So level 1, no ball, no cushion. Level 2, bring the ball underneath the other leg, the one that you haven't done yet. Good. Then engage the core, make sure the back of the head is lifted. Extend the leg that's not on the ball, and then lift and lower that leg up without dropping the hips, keeping the elbows straight. So that's your level 2. For a level 3, you extend the opposite arm of the moving leg, and you're moving that up and down, trying to keep it as steady as you can. So some of you can see when the leg comes up, your shoulder dips. Now make sure that that shoulder stays beautifully still. You've got 5 more. Breathe out on the lift. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And bring that down. Well done. Come off your knees and your hands. Shake out those wrists. And come onto your back. Start your pelvic tilts. You will need the ball in a moment, so don't put it anywhere. Keep it close to you. Feet are at the comfortable distance away from your bum cheeks. You're going to start your pelvic tilts. Breathe out on the tilt. Breathe in on the reverse. And as always, we're pulling up the pelvic floor. Then we pull in the belly button. Then we breathe out and tilt our hips towards us. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reverse. And exhale. And inhale. Good. If you felt that you had a tight lower back, this is a great way to release that lower back. You're going to do 2 more. You're going to do 1 more. And on the next one, we're going to go up into our shoulder bridges. So come up nice and high, peel it away from the mat, extend the hip bones, lengthen the knees, pull the shoulders into the mat, and then exhale, bring it back down again, bone by bone. You're going to do 2 more of these. Really engage the bum cheek as the hips lift away from the floor. Lengthen those knees away from your shoulders. Tuck the tail between your legs and come back down again. We're going to do 1 more. Fabulous. Good. Grab your ball. Stick the ball between your thighs, not between your knees, between your thighs. So be between the knee and the hip bone, on that long bone. Good. All right. Just hold it there for now. We are now going to imprint our lower back. So we're going to tilt our hips so that the lower back sits flush on the floor. From this position, we're going to lift the whole spine up in one long line. So breathe out to lift. Breathe in to take it down. Flat back. Hinge on the shoulders, lift. Bring it back down again. So this, as you can feel, is much quicker than the one that we do when we move up and down bone by bone. Good, now listen, we're going to start with an inner thigh clench. So lift it up, take a deep breath in, and then exhale to clench your ball or your cushion as hard as you can. Inhale, release, and bring it back down again. Let's go again. Make sure the lower back is imprinted. Lift. You're going to squeeze it twice. Breathe out to squeeze. And again, breathe out to squeeze. Bring it back down again. We're going again. Lift up. Inhale. 3 times. Squeeze the ball once. Twice. As hard as you can. 3 times. Bring the hips back down again. Go again, lift up. Squeeze it 4 times. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hips down. Inhale. Exhale, lift. 5. We go 5, 4, 3, 2. Feel that bum cheek engage. 5. Inner thighs. And back down again. Going for 6. Lift up. And 6. Chin forward. Nice long neck. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it down. Going for 7. Come on, left. We go 7, 6, 5. Breathe out on the clench. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Let's take it down. Bring it back up for 8. Lift. Persevere. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Listen. 2, 1. Bring it down. Lift back up. Clench and hold. Breathe, clench and hold. Don't pulse anymore, just clench and hold for 9, 8, 7, 6, a little bit more, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And bring it down. Good job. Pull your knees towards your chest. Ball is still between your thighs. Good. Well, I hope you felt that in your bum cheeks and in your thighs. I know I did. Good. Feet back on the floor. Bring your feet together and bring the arms out to the side. We're going into a twist stretch. Releasing that lower back. Releasing the chest. Good. So make sure your feet are stacked. And lengthen the top thigh slightly forward as you tilt your knees to the side. That should increase that stretch a little bit. Please, no forcing, no pushing. So you want to go so that you can feel it, but you don't want to go to the end range. End range means when it takes your breath away and when you do it as hard as you can. So I don't want you to do it as hard as you can. I just want you to feel the stretch lightly. You don't have to frown. You can still breathe. Your body isn't shaking. It's a gentle stretch into your lower back. The core needs to be engaged. You've got one more. Perfect. And bring it back to the center. Okay, listen, if you've got osteoporosis, neck issues, or if you just find it extremely uncomfortable, I would like you to not use the ball for the next exercise. Particularly with osteoporosis, you have to keep the head on the floor. We're doing the 100. Let's have a look at that option 1. So option 1 is anybody that doesn't want to use the ball. So we're still keeping the ball between our thighs. We're imprinting our lower back. We're lengthening our arms towards our heels. We're pulling the chin forwards. We're pulling the shoulders into the mat. We're lifting the length of our arms up and we start pulsing. Really pull the 2 hip bones as strongly towards your ribcage as you can. So off you go, start your pulses. Good. If you want to make it a little bit harder, we're going to lift our knees into tabletop. In through the nose and out through pursed lips. Let's do a few more of these. Good. So the 100 with the head on the floor. Keep breathing. Pulling the 2 hip bones towards us, but keeping our knees over our hips and our heels in line with our knees. You've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so if you're going to keep the head on the floor, the next instructions are not going to be yours. So keep going with that side to side stretch. The The ones that do want to make it a little bit harder, you're going to take the ball or the cushion. You're going to bring the ball or the cushion underneath your bra strap for women, or for men, it's just underneath the shoulder blades, in between your shoulder blades, a little bit lower down on your rib cage. We're going to interlace our hands behind our head and just pull our breastbone forward for now and tilting our hips towards us. Good. Feel really deeply that core engagement and the stomach engagement. Then lengthen the arms forward and start your pulses. Make sure you don't fall off your balls or your cushion. Now, everybody else, even if you've got your head on the floor, you're going to start pulsing again with us. Good. In through the nose and out through pursed lips. Of course, you can do this exercise with the head lifted on the floor. Good. All right. So everybody, if you want to make it a little bit harder, bring your legs into tabletop. If you're on the ball, I don't want to see any wiggling. So keep everything nice and still. Pull the two hip bones towards you. Pull the ribs to your rib cage. So pull the hips to your rib cage even. Keep breathing in through the nose, out through pursed lips. You have to really work hard to find that core engagement and that belly button engagement. The ones on the ball and the ones with the head lifted, if you want to lengthen your legs to make it a little bit harder, do, but make it look elegant. Turn your feet inwards, point your toes and clench your heels together. In through the nose, out through pursed lips. You've got 71, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 81, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 91, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 99, 100. Good. Bend your knees. Come on up into seated, everybody. Lengthen your legs and just stretch forward for a moment. Stretch forward and just breathe into that position. Good. And then sit as tall as you can. We don't use the ball for the next exercise. So sit as tall as you can. Ideally, you're not falling backwards through the hips. Sit as tall as you can. Now, if you need to, you can sit on the block and stick the block underneath your bum cheeks. That will make it a little bit easier. Good. We're going to widen our legs and we're going to try to keep our knees on the floor. So if you are very stiff, this might not be a possibility and you might need to sit with your knees bent and the block underneath your bum cheek. Okay, so that's your option. What I really need you to be able to do is sit upright, perfectly upright. Then bring the arms out to the side. Good, and just start to gently rotate. Look over the shoulder and back to the center. If you've got osteoporosis, please do it gently. So no end range position. And also this is all you're going to do. Don't progress it to the next stage. Keep going, my lovelies. I don't actually need to bend my knees and I don't need the block. So I'm going to come off it. Good. So we're going to do an exercise called the saw. So what we're going to do is we're going to reach for our little toe. We're going to look underneath the armpit. We're going to feel all the stretches that this position offers. And then we're going to sit tall again. Don't forget, with osteoporosis, keep rotating. Don't do the rotation and the flexion. Breathe out. Breathe in to lift. Make sure your hips don't fall backwards. You need to be able to sit upright. So you want to strengthen your rotational ability with a nice posture. You don't want to strengthen your rotation in a slouch. So make sure you can sit nice and tall. Breathe out. Breathe in. And again, breathe out. Breathe in. Let's do two more. Breathe out. Breathe in, last one. And breathe out. And breathe in. Sit nice and tall. And then bring the arms to your side. Good job. Excellent work. Let's go on to our side. You need your block. Ooh, the sun is just in my eyes. Let me move down a touch. So line your block for a level 1. You're going to bend your knees, so the knees are in front of you. The heels, the bum, the shoulders, the back of the head is all lined up. We're going to lengthen the top leg and the top arm. I need to move further down. I'm running out of space. Good, there we go. Top arm is long, top leg is long as well. We're now going to pull the elbow up towards the ceiling and the knee also up towards the ceiling. And we're going to see if we can touch the elbow to the shoulder, and then we lengthen again. Try not to lose your waist. So lift through the waist, lift through the rib cage. If you can't touch without pressing the side of your body deeply into the mat, then don't touch them, okay? You want to try to do this as well as you can with the waist lifted. Elbow to the ceiling, knee to the ceiling, and lengthen again. You want to breathe out to pull it in. Breathe in to lengthen. Good. So that's level 1. Level 2 is a little bit harder than level 1. Quite a bit harder, actually. You're going to lengthen the top leg. You're going to come onto the elbow. You're going to come off the hips. And then you're going to lift the top leg up. You're going to exhale, pull the knee to the elbow and lengthen it again. Pull the knee to the elbow and lengthen. Good. So the hips need to be lifted for level 2. Level 1, head and hips on the floor. Don't start mixing the levels. So you need to lift your hips up, ladies. Lift your hips up for a level 2. You've got 3 more. 2. And 1. Good, listen, bring the hip down again. Some of you were up here and did this. Well, I suppose we could do that as a level 2, and then what we did with the hip lifted is going to be a level 3. That works. Okay, let's move on. Lie back down again. Extend the top leg and flex your foot. Deeply flex your foot to make sure the waist is lifted, the rib cage is lifted. Then bring the leg forward and turn the toe down. You're now going to inhale to tap the toe on the floor. Exhale to lift it up as high as you can. Inhale down. Exhale to lift. Make sure the upper body doesn't collapse. Keep that going. Inhale down. Exhale to lift. Waist is lifted. Rib cage is lifted. You've got 6, 5, 4. Have a break if you need to. 3, 2, and 1. Good, then point your toe. Bring your leg in line with your body. Good, and now start your circular motion through that top leg. Make sure the upper body is beautifully long. You're tucking the tail between your legs. You're pulling your tummy in. You're lifting your pelvic floor. Bottom thigh is pressed firmly into the floor. Flex your foot, change the direction. Go the other way. In through the nose, out through pursed lips. Not too fast. Some of you are going 1,000,000 miles an hour. Slow it right down. So each circle is as long as your breath, as one breath. Good. Pull it behind you, please. We've got 4. Bottom knee should not be lifted. 3, 2, and 1. Fantastic. And then relax for a moment. Good. Take the ball and place it into your bottom hand. Then place the top hand on top. Make sure your core is engaged. Don't worry about any ball if you've got a cushion. Just use nothing. Take a deep breath in and find the rotation. Look to the back. Keep your eye line in the center of the ball and bring it back to the front again. Go again. Eye line in the center of the ball and back to the front. Keep going with that, please. Good. So this is the level that I would like you to do if your shoulder is struggling with the next level. So if you can, lift the ball up, shoulder height, take a deep breath in, make sure the core is engaged. We're now going to bring the ball above the head. We're going to find the rotation to the back of the room. We're circling the ball towards the hip and back to the front again, and then you change direction. So if you feel that your shoulder is struggling with this motion, because some shoulders don't like to go above the head, then don't do it. Go back to the first one where we just go forwards and backwards. But if you can, find the around the world. But make sure your upper body is moving round and round. And again. Last one. Beautiful. And relax. Good job. Come on up. Let's do the other side. No block for the first one. Sorry, no ball for the first one. So, hand above the head, leg long. Level 1, make sure the waist is lifted, the core is engaged. Elbow goes up, knee goes up. Can you see how my head is on the floor for this one? So that's your level 1. Good. And some of you mixed level 1 with level 2. So we've added a different level now. So come up onto the elbow. Same thing, top leg is long, arm is long. Pull the shoulder back and down. The hip stays on the floor. And that's very good. That's a nice level. That's a good one. Just keep pulling the shoulder down for me. And then for a level 3, you go one higher. You lift your hip up. Good. Great for your shoulder to do a little bit of weight bearing. Make sure your shoulder is pulled down your back before you do anything, okay? Nicely pulled down. Good. You've got 3 more. 2. You've got 1 more. And 1. Extend. Bring the hip down. Bring the leg down. And lie flat on the floor. Sideways. Hand on hip. Shoulders pulled back and down. Lengthen the top leg. Bring it forward as far as you can go. Flex your foot. Turn the foot down. Inhale, tap. Exhale to lift. Inhale, tap. Exhale to lift. You want to go up as high as you can without losing that waist. Inhale down, exhale to lift. Push that bottom leg into the floor. Pull the shoulders back. 6, 5. Make sure you lie directly on your shoulder. Don't bring the shoulder forward. 5. So that the rib cage is lifted. 4, 3, 2. Last one. And 1. And rest. Good. You're going to lengthen the leg. You're going to point your toe, press the bottom leg into the floor and start your circular motion through that thigh. Really making sure that the waist doesn't lift. The bottom shoulder must not come forward, so it should feel like you're lying directly on top of that shoulder joint. You know that you're not in the right position if that rib cage isn't lifting up. Flex your feet, go the other way. Keep breathing. Make sure you clench that bum cheek. You've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. And have a little rest. Good. I need to move down the mat because I don't have enough space. Take the ball. Bring it into your hand. Make sure that you're beautifully lined up. So the waist is lifted, the rib cage is lifted, both knees are exactly the same length. Your pelvic floor is lifted, your belly button is pulled in, the tail is tucked between your legs. The rib cage is lifted, you're finding your rotation again. Could you need to look into the center of your ball or into your palm of your hands? Because I need to see that you're moving your face as well. That's it. You should never move so low that the arm touches the floor. 45 degrees in that arm is more than plenty. 1 more like this. Come back to this if the round the world is not for you. So ball at shoulder height. Inhale, exhale, bring the ball overhead. Find the rotation all the way down to the hip, back to the front, and then change the direction. Really engaging through that core, a gentle rotation. Keep going. If you find that if you're holding on to the cushion still and you find that it's annoying, then just don't use anything. It's much easier with the ball. Make sure you change direction with each one that you do. Couple more. Last one. Perfect. And relax. Good. Keep the ball close to you. And come on onto your chest. Arms in surrender. Good. Don't forget, when you do back extensions, you need to really deeply engage those core muscles. So you're flat on your chest, your elbows are just about in line with your shoulders. You're pulling your pelvic floor up, you're drawing the belly button in, you're tucking the tail in, you're inhaling. Make sure the bum clenches, very much so indeed. And then come up and find length rather than height. So you don't want to try to go up as high as you can. You really want to try to lengthen forward. Forward through the crown of the head, pushing the hips into the mat, and then lifting the head up to look at the horizon, and then bring it back down again. Do one more for me. Find that length, find your breath. Excellent. And bring that back down again. Good. Take the ball and bring it underneath your forehead. So if you've got a cushion, you can do the same. And then place one hand, that just places the ball in the right position, and place one flat hand on top, and then the other flat hand on top of that one. Engage your core, and then rest your forehead onto the ball. On the exhale, engage deeply, and then lift the elbows up. And then breathe out as you push into your cushion or your ball to come as nicely up as you just did earlier. If you find this is too much for you, then go back to the previous exercise. Rest, elbows come down. Re-engage, exhale to lift the elbow, push into the ball, come up, find that length, really deeply engage your shoulders and bring it back down again. Relax and change hand position. So the top hand is now at the bottom and the bottom hand is now at the top. Re-engage, lift the elbows, inhale, exhale, push into the ball. Make sure those shoulders are driving down your back, bring it back down again. Elbows touch the floor, relax. Re-engage, tuck the tail in, clench your bum, inhale, lift the elbows up. Push into your ball or cushion, lift it up as far as you feel comfortable. Inhale, exhale, bring it back down again and relax. Good job. All right. So we've got 5 minutes now to do a little bit of a leg stretch. So we've told you to get the bands. Let's strap you into that band. On our backs. Good. Don't hold the band too tightly. I'm going to hold my band right at the end of its length. And I've got my elbows and my shoulders firmly pushing into the mat. Engage your core, and then we're just going to start with a foot pump. So pump that foot up and down, so flex and point, feeling the calf muscle work, stretch and contract, really working on that circulation in the calf, point and flex. You've got 4 more, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And then hold your foot flexed. Nice. You're now going to drop the heel down. Inhale. And on the exhale, you're going to lift the leg towards you. Good. Do it twice more with a flexed foot. Feel particularly this stretch going through your calf. One more time. Make sure the elbows are on the floor, ladies. Elbows are on the floor. That's it. Good. And now you're going to point your toe. Take it down pointed, lift it up pointed, and you should feel it behind your knee a little bit more intensely, but keep the knee straight. Bring the leg all the way down and lift it up with a pointed foot. Good. 2 more times. Bring it down, foot is pointed. Exhale to lift, nice and deep. You've got 1 more. Bring it down lift it up and hold the leg. Lengthen the elbows, bend the knee and fold that ankle over the thigh of the other leg. Loose the band for now. Then take your hand, place it onto the thigh and just give that knee a little tiny push out to the side. If you don't need to, if you feel it without the push, then don't do it. Make sure that your two hip bones are the same length. So one hip doesn't move away from the other. Ankle over thigh, hand on thigh and push it out. That's it, lovely. We're now going to take that knee that we're pushing out and we're going to gently pull it towards us and see whether you can find a bum cheek stretch. Good, then push it away again. Pull it towards you to see if you can find a bum cheek stretch. And then place that foot on the floor and change the leg. So strap your leg back into it. Elbows are on the floor. You're holding the band at the end of its length. You're starting off with that pumping motion of your foot. So point and flex. Point and flex. Core is gently engaged. Keep going. Good for ankle strength as well. You've got 4 more. 3. Don't forget to pull your shoulders down. 2 and 1. Good. Flex your foot. Drop the heel down. And exhale to lift it up. Keep it flexed. And that gives you a nice calf stretch. Hamstring is also gently opening up. 2 more times. Foot is flexed. 1 more time. Then point your foot and go with a pointed foot. This opens up your hammies a little bit more, the back of your knee downwards. We've got 1 more. Perfect. Good. So now lose your band, fold that thigh, not the thigh, the ankle over your thigh. Take your hand and just gently press into that knee. Keep the same amount of length in your waist. Then pull that knee over your midline to see if you can find a bum cheek stretch. Do it again. Push away. One more time, pull it towards you. And let go. Give yourself a freestyle stretch, whatever you need doing. There we go. And that is it for our session today. Well done, everybody. So if you're doing this on record, make sure you let me know. Give me your opinions so that I know that you're there and that you're enjoying the classes. Make sure you give me a feedback. So I'm just quickly going to turn the recording off and then I have a chat with the people that are here doing it live. Bye, everybody.